If you can survive Willian, you can survive everything. Willian, but to be fair, Willian, he did well against Fulham the first game, and then other than that, fraud watch. Arsenal's pursuit of Gyökeres is at risk of collapse because the club has had no communication with Sporting in 3 days. Fabrizio Romano said the deal remains ongoing, with the two clubs maintaining, as he said, the position on a transfer fee. No chance for Gyökeres to show up for training. He's already informed Sporting about that. Now, if I go on Romano, obviously Madueke, here we go, stuff is happening. We're going to circle back over that. We know he's already agreed a 5-year deal. Just trying to see if there's anything. It's a bit sour, but you're hoping you're hoping Nottingham Forest, it don't bang with Morgan Gibbs White over there, in it, going over to Spurs. What's this with Gyökeres? Gyökeres will not show up in training at Sporting today, tomorrow, or at any moment this summer. I mean, he's a bad boy though. He weren't bluffing. It's unfortunate how ugly it's turned for him, innit? His decision is clear as reported during the week. He only wants Arsenal. It's over with Sporting. Gyökeres also informed Sporting president about that 5 days ago. Gyökeres, call your fitness coach though. Just keep ticking over. I know it's bad mind. Could you fly over to Spain? You don't have to train with Arsenal, but maybe we can make a little physio. Just make sure you tick over. I want you to be in great condition in that regards, man. So yeah, he's not showing up. He's doing everything he wants for Arsenal Football Club people. At this point, we're going to be regurgitating the same things. Hey, wavy word, innit? Okay, this is behind the paywall with Gyökeres. But Ornstein saved us. Viktor Gyokeres not intending to report for Sporting training, pursuing Arsenal transfer. Gyökeres does not intend to report back for pre-season training with Sporting as he pursues a move to Arsenal. The 27-year-old striker was given an extended break by the Portuguese champions amid ongoing talks about his future, but he was absent on Friday's delayed return, and despite being required to rejoin the squad on Saturday, has told Sporting's president Federico Varandas he will not play for them again. Gyökeres feels betrayed and believes Varandas has renated on a pack, I can't say that word, to let him go for 60 million euros plus 10 million euros, which Arsenal have already surpassed, but still no agreement is in place. Now, there's been rumours that there's a difference of 5 million, which gives me a bit of confidence. I know 5 million, why are we acting? A lot of people are going to say, Chelsea allegedly wanted 50 million. We've given them 52 million. We know deals don't really work like that, but I understand it, people. I'm not trying to add fuel to the fire. Arsenal are working to land the Gyökeres and have a 5-year deal prepared, subject to clubs reaching a compromise. The Sweden international is prioritising a transfer to the Emirates Stadium over other possibilities, and Arsenal are focused on him as the preferred option to strengthen their front line. So yeah, man. We know we need that. He does offer more than goals. We know he's good, but can we just get him through the carpet? As we know, Noni Madueke, people, first things first, we were close to a full agreement for Madueke. It's looking like a deal worth 52 million. You'd imagine there's a base fee, maybe 35, 40, 45, 50 million, and the rest are tied up in factors. I don't know. No clue on the wages, but the man is signing for our football club. Since then, things have advanced. David Ornstein has said he's been given permission by Chelsea to undergo a medical with Arsenal. This is on the eve of Chelsea on Sunday playing in the Club World Cup final. He will not train with Chelsea in the United States on Friday and instead travel back to the UK. An agreement has been reached on 52 million deal, while personal terms were previously agreed. He's set to become the second Chelsea player to move to Arsenal this summer, following Kepa. We got Sterling last summer. We have got Jorginho, Kai Havertz, and Willian was a free transfer. Even the way he talks about, Willian, I did not like him. I'm sure I'm not making this up from a footballing point of view. We lost to Chelsea once. And you like their tweet or their Instagram post or something. I ain't making this out. He has played for Crystal Palace's academy, Spurs, Chelsea, as well as Arsenal. So bring him up, man. I'm sure he's improved his game. I'll do a video, like a tactical piece on that. But right now, I don't want to hear that. How much are Arsenal paying to Chelsea for Noni Madueke? My understanding is that the total package, this is Romano, add-ons included, it's going to be 52 million. It's been a quite short negotiation thanks to the very good relationship Arsenal and Chelsea share. Arsenal see the potential in the player and believe he can cover both wings. They believe his potential is unexpressed. Believing for their style of play, he could be absolutely perfect. My understanding is internally, Arteta has been pushing for this deal. Arteta already spoke to the player even before they reached an agreement to explain the project and the vision. Arteta was very happy about the feedback he had. Okay, make it work. Make it work. Big up Madueke. Make it work. You wanted my done? Cool. I don't want to hear, God forbid, if we go out of the Champions League or whatever, what's he supposed to do with these players and the XG? Make it work. Make it work. I hope it does. I hope it is a master stroke. And Madueke, you will have my support. Because when it's all said and done, you're wearing the red now. Even though, do you know what's funny, people? You know, blue is actually my favorite color. Definitely not Chelsea blue, but yeah. How Madueke ranks at Arsenal for league goal contributions last season, huh? Madueke got 10 GA, Odegaard got 11, Rice got 11, Martinelli got 12, Kai Havertz got 12, Trossard got 15, and Saka obviously did his thing. Well, are we building our house on the sand? I don't know. And yeah, the trend continues, man. I think life is funny. Yeah, like they didn't know at that point that they'd be playing for Arsenal. You know, you would have seen Gyokeres has actually played at the Emirates against Bukayo Saka. It's funny how life pans out. Romano and Eze, Arsenal remain in conversation for Eze. No, the Madueke signing does not impact Eze. This is seen as a completely different case. At the moment, the talks are between Arsenal and the agency repping Eze. The player is keen on the move. The original idea expressed by Arsenal when they spoke to the agents of the player was to try and reach an agreement on the structure of a deal instead of triggering the release clause. Then this will depend on Crystal Palace, people. We're expected to step up our pursuit. We're planning to make contact with their chairman to discuss this. They are unlikely to consider any offers below the 67.5 release clause. And how we intend to pay and upfront payments, in my opinion, will make that happen. I must admit, I want to more talk about Eze. I love what Rodrygo could be. I would love to sign him. I don't think it's happening, and I think it's a bit redundant. The game's the game. But let's go. A direct meeting regarding Rodrygo's future at Real Madrid will take place next week, with the club open to letting him leave. The final decision will be with the Brazilian, who has full focus on staying in Europe. He wants to stay at Real Madrid. Apparently, people, Real Madrid won 100 million euros package for Rodrygo. Arsenal and 2 other top European clubs want the player. I don't know what finances we're working with, but boy, it's a mad thing, isn't it? 50 on Zubamendi, 50 already on Madueke, so that's 100 odd. You throw in what 70, that's 170 now where Gyokeres is concerned. You start adding in the Kepa, the Norgard, you add them kind of ones together. Of course, there could be some outgoings. How much we get, I don't know. But that's before you talk about 80 to 100 million for Rodrygo and Eze. So let's just put bring Eze. But a meeting's planned between Real Madrid and Rodrygo's camp. If Real Madrid receive a good proposal, they're ready to accept it. The decision will totally be up to the player. There's no loan with obligations to buy, no little banduli ways of going about things. I don't know. So yeah, man, multiple clubs, including Arsenal, chasing Donny. You would have seen apparently personal terms were agreed with Trossard and Fenerbahce. In terms of Fenerbahce and Arsenal, Romano has said Fenerbahce are not in concrete talks for Leandro Trossard. Arsenal have not received any formal approach or bid from the Turkish club so far. Direct meeting once again for Rodrygo's future will take place with Real Madrid next week. Real Madrid will leave the decision to the Brazilian. He won't join any Saudi clubs, people. Fabio Vieira is being linked to Parma, and apparently they've asked for information on him. Saliba's received a substantial proposal from Arsenal to renew his contract. Max Dowman wants to stay at Arsenal, and talks are already underway over him signing a new deal. Despite being 15, you can see him pictured in Spain with preseason, with the preseason preparations. Sporting imposed a cooling off period over talks with Arsenal on Viktor Gyokeres after reaching a stalemate. However, the Portuguese side are now ready to resume serious negotiations within the next 48 hours. So that was on the 10th of July. It's now the 11th. In Berta we trust. While there is huge optimism that Viktor Gyokeres' move to Arsenal will be complete, the biggest obstacle is that Sporting president Varandas is adamant there is no gentleman's agreement and they're determined to stand firm on the price. Gyokeres, put him in a headlock, man. He's acting, man. It's done now. Arsenal look poised to make a formal approach to Crystal Palace over Eze following several rounds of discussions with his reps CAA base. Crystal Palace are optimistic they can fend off interest by pointing Arsenal towards the player's 68 million release clause, as they have no desire to negotiate below that figure. Arsenal's preference is to explore the possibility of signing Eze for a cheaper fee, although they're still prepared to put significant cash on the table. But if you can't pay, take it away, innit? Let's hope, innit? But again, that's what we know. We know if you're going to want Rodrygo, serious things have to be provided. So yeah, apparently Fenerbahce have halted negotiations regarding Trossard after Arsenal refused to lower their asking price. Fenerbahce are now looking at alternatives. We've gone over that with Gyokeres. Big up Christian Norgard for joining us. Yeah, fans doing too much with the vandalism thing. We got our pre-season preparations, as you can see, underway there. What's this? Daniel Muniz drops Crystal Palace. He's open to leaving. Fair enough. Fair enough. You do your thing, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. So yeah, we're looking at him as well as Madueke. I reckon the only 2 players that will leave, I don't know, but you'd imagine Eze and Gurhi leave Palace this summer. I'm not sure Mateta will leave this summer already. Muniz, you never know. I don't know who's interested in you. Arsenal plan to accept 70+ million Martinelli offer. I'm not going to even read this because stranger things have happened. If that's not coming from a European team, forget it. It's all fun and games saying, sell him Saudi. Does the man want to go there? I don't know. And then Arsenal might accept slightly lower, bearing in mind we got him for 60 million. Look at the wages. So yeah, it's a non-story. We're still, you know what? Big up the journalists because they're squeezing every bit of rumours in it. As we get closer to Gyokeres, Hugo Ekitike is being linked with Arsenal again. I can't even bother to read this. He's linked with Newcastle. That's a naughty signing for Newcastle. Alanga, Ekitike, all the other talents, and is that naughty? Is there anything else updated where Arsenal concerned? Not a big fan of how Google's changed here, but past hour, thank you. Has it done it? It's a bit weird. Oh, my frozen this. Liverpool join Arsenal and being willing to grant Rodrygo his only requirement. That's probably the fact of him playing on the left-hand side. What else we got? Seems dead there, innit? Should we go on this website? Lie to us, man. Lionel Messi wants to play for Arsenal. He's a big fan of what Wenger did. Yeah. I don't believe this. You know what? I wouldn't rule out Nicholas Jackson trading us, actually. Anything can happen in this life. What fans can expect from Madueke, we don't need that. So that is probably the transfer news part of this live stream, really and truly, man. So I never believe we was getting Rodrygo. Arsenal just need to get Eze and Gyokeres done or I'll be out this season. 200 likes, people. Come on. David Luiz did a lot for Arsenal Football Club's young players. That's why I never diss him. He was a Spartan in that for that. And to be fair, of all the players we signed from Chelsea, I don't think Czech was what we got, but I don't think he was terrible. We did some dodgy stuff. I think what we saw is what we got from David Luiz. I think Kai Havertz has worked out a tiny bit better than I expected, but still kind of how I expected. I think Jorginho probably, in terms of value, probably the best one. I hope Madueke ends up being the best one. Swap with Gordon Oliao. Who are you referring to? A verbal contract is recognised in account of law. Gyokeres will be an Arsenal player. I don't know, man. Where's the cash coming from? I don't know. Why are we not throwing a bid for Rodrygo before anyone else?